Hello and welcome to ICU. It's a brand new academic year of 2025. As a Dean of Students, I'm here to ensure that your experience at ICU is not only academically fulfilling, but also enriching on a personal level. University life is a time of tremendous growth, filled with opportunities to build lifelong friendships, to discover your passions, and to develop skills that will serve you beyond your classroom. Here at ICU, we emphasize community and inclusivity and also support for every student. Remember that my office is here to assist you with any of your concerns. Now, whether related to student affairs, student welfare, extracurricular activities, or personal challenges, do not hesitate. We are here to reach out and we are here to listen and will help you. Get involved with student organizations, sports, and campus events, and make sure you make the most out of your time here at ICU. This is your chance to create memories and experiences, and that they will last a lifetime. Once again, I welcome you to the mighty family of ICU, and I wish you great success, inspiring and joyful academic year. Thank you.
At the Information and Communications University, we're not just educating students, we're shaping the future of Zambia and beyond. With a global perspective, ICU offers cutting-edge programs in information technology, business, humanities, engineering, and education. We combine theory with practical skills, ensuring our graduates are ready for the job market.
Whether full-time or distance learning, our flexible programs cater to the needs of every student, creating pathways for success. ICU is driven by innovation, research, and entrepreneurship.
We empower our students to be leaders and change makers in their industries.
Through strategic global partnership, including collaboration with leading universities such as St. Petersburg State University and others, we give our students a competitive edge on the global stage.
Our graduates don't just earn degrees, they create impact. They are leading the way in ICT, business, engineering, and more, both locally and internationally. Join the Information and Communications University, where your future begins today. Welcome to the Zambia Research and Development Center, an institution dedicated to national development through capacity building and community development. Established in 2007 by a group of professionals and lecturers, ZRDC has since become a hub of research and innovation in the country. Registered with the Ministry of Home Affairs under the Registrar of Societies, ZRDC pursues cutting-edge research to address pressing social and economic challenges. Get involved. ZRDC engages in activities that stimulate international collaboration, promote knowledge sharing, and make research expertise available to decision makers. Our mission at ZRDC is to foster innovation and capacity building for national development. We believe in addressing poverty and underdevelopment through institutional and capacity building, human empowerment, and gender participation. In our quest to foster innovation and capacity building for national development, ZRDC launched the ZRDC University Sponsorship for Capacity Building and Development Program to facilitate knowledge advancement among ZRDC researchers and those intending to join the research community. Qualified Zambian citizens can pursue education at credible universities in Zambia with guaranteed prospects of joining the ZRDC research community. ZRDC engages in industrial and technological research, covering research development and innovative investigations to drive dynamic industrial development at national and regional levels. Join us at the Zambia Research and Development Center as we continue to innovate, empower, and shape a brighter future for Zambia. ZRDC, fostering innovation and capacity building for national development.
Good evening and welcome to Icu TV Main News. We take a look at the stories making headlines. President Hichilema urges Zambians to promote peace and unity. Immigration Department secures 13 convictions for immigration-related offences. Lumezi Parliamentary Aspirant Zelipa Chitsulo ate 1 month-old orphan. And in our international news, South Africa criticises US plan to accept white Afrikaners as refugees. And in our sports news, President Hichilema graces ABSA Cup 2025 final in Ndola. With the news details, my name is Mapalo Kasama. President Hichilema has urged citizens to uphold peace and avoid hostility, emphasizing that harmony is essential for national progress and development. He stresses the importance of collaboration between the church and the broader community, noting that such unity is vital for Zambia to achieve lasting peace and advancement. The president made these remarks during a church service at Mushili Seventh-day Adventist Central Church in Ndola District, Copperbelt Province. The Department of Immigration has secured 13 convictions for various immigration-related offences, including illegal entry, unlawful stay, and attempted acquisition of Zambian national documentation through fraudulent means. Chief Public Relations Officer Namatsi Nshinka reveals that the most notable conviction involved 22-year-old Congolese national Edson Bisumikamo. He was sentenced to 18 months imprisonment with hard labor after being found guilty of illegal entry, unlawful stay, and attempting to obtain a Zambian national registration card under false pretenses. Bisumikamo was apprehended at the social welfare offices, with investigations showing he had entered Zambia illegally in October 2024 and remained in the country unlawfully until his arrest. Mr. Nshinka also highlights the case of Bamire Ngoni, a 55-year-old Zimbabwean truck driver who was fined 15,000 kwacha or given an alternative of 3 months simple imprisonment for failing to present himself to the nearest immigration office upon entry into Zambia. In a similar case, 41-year-old Oboifeng Mohamed Faladi, a Botswana national, was convicted of illegal entry and fined 15,000 kwacha or sentenced to 3 months simple imprisonment. In separate operations, 8 suspected illegal immigrants, 6 Burundians, and 2 Zimbabweans were apprehended at the Kafue checkpoint and surrounding areas of Makeni. Mr. Nshinka further discloses that the department deported 14 illegal immigrants and refused entry to 4 individuals who failed to meet Zambia's entry requirements.
8 May 2025, the Department of Immigration secured a total of 13 convictions for immigration-related offences as part of its continued efforts to enforcing the Immigration and Deportation Act and contribute to internal security, with the most notable convictions occurring in Livingstone. The Livingstone Magistrate Court convicted Edson Bisumikamo, a 22-year-old Congolese national, sentencing him to 18 months imprisonment with hard labor for illegal entry, unlawful stay, and attempting to obtain a Zambian national registration card by false pretenses. Bisumikamo was apprehended at the social welfare offices after referral from the National Registration Office, where he attempted to acquire an NRC fraudulently. Investigations revealed that he entered Zambia illegally in October 2024 and remained unlawfully in the country until his arrest. Further, Bamire Ngoni, a 55-year-old Zimbabwean truck driver, was convicted and sentenced to pay a fine of 15,000 kwacha or serve 3 months simple imprisonment for failing to appear before the nearest immigration officer upon entry into Zambia. Ngoni was apprehended at the National Parks and Wildlife Checkpoint.
The Kumawa Development Coalition popularly known as Umodzi Kumawa, has voiced strong opposition to the proposed sale of the NAPSA building in Chipata, Eastern Province. Coalition spokesperson Chanoda Ngwira emphasizes that the building is not merely a structure but a vital public asset owned by Zambians who contribute to the National Pension Scheme Authority, NAPSA, through their monthly pension contributions. Mr. Ngwira insists that any move to sell the building must involve meaningful consultation with the actual stakeholders, the contributors themselves, and stresses the decisions of such magnitude should not be made without their consent. He highlights the building's significance to the local economy, noting that apart from Luangwa House, the NAPSA building is only major commercial property in Chipata that provides affordable office space for local entrepreneurs and businesses. Mr. Ngwira further expresses concern that the sale could set a dangerous precedent, potentially opening the door for the privatization of other essential public assets, such as Luangwa House. He has since urged the government to reconsider its position, calling for transparency, community consultation, and prioritization of citizen welfare in any decisions affecting national assets.
That as Umodzi Kumawa, a pressure group that represents the interests of the people of Eastern Province, are here to state that we are against the idea of selling the NAPSA building in Chipata. This is very simple. That building belongs to the people through their contributions to NAPSA every month. And if it was an idea to go by, there must have been thorough engagements, firstly with the sitting tenants. They could have offered the sitting in tenants, and after that, that's when probably they could have floated that building to the public. We are against the sale of that building because, like we've stated, that building belongs to the people and it must never be touched by anyone, not even NAPSA itself, because NAPSA are just managing that building on behalf of the people. We only have NAPSA building in Chipata and also Luangwa House. Now, if that building is sold, what are we going to remain with as the people of Eastern Province? And apart from that, we may not know the intentions of the new owners. They might evict the tenants in there, or they may raise the rents.
Now taking our first break, do stay with us for more local stories.
Welcome to Zambia, a land of breathtaking natural wonders and diverse cultures, home to the Victoria Falls, one of the 7 wonders of the world. Zambia boasts a rich cultural heritage, captivating wildlife and a promising future. Zambia is a nation rich in both history and modernity. In the heart of Zambia lies Lusaka, the capital and largest city located in the southern part of the Central Plateau. Lusaka is one of the fastest developing cities in southern Africa. With a population of about 3.3 million, Lusaka is a center of both commercial and government in Zambia and connects to the country's 4 main highways, heading north, south, east, and west. Lusaka has several cultural facilities such as museums and galleries, which include Lusaka National Museum and Henry Tayali Gallery. The city also has several parks such as Mundawanga Environmental Park, Lusaka National Park, and Chaminuka Nature Reserve that offer visitors a chance to see wildlife up close. Within this dynamic city lies the Information and Communications University, ICU, a place where educational traditions merge with future-focused learning, a place where innovation and research thrive. With a commitment to providing industrial-oriented academic qualifications, ICU stands as a beacon of higher learning education in Zambia, serving over 5,000 students on both distance and full-time learning modes. But what sets ICU apart? It's our core values. At ICU, we cherish freedom of thought and expression, foster innovativeness and creativity, uphold good governance integrity, promote teamwork, professionalism, and responsible citizenship. We believe in strengthening national cohesion and inclusiveness. Our programs are designed to nurture problem-solving skills, a vital asset for job creation in Zambia. We emphasize critical thinking, creative reasoning, and informed decision-making. Our vision is clear: to be a leading provider of quality education across Africa. Our motto: delivering an ICT-enabled education with excellence. Whether you're passionate about technology, engineering, agriculture, or business, ICU offers a diverse range of programs tailored to your ambitions. Our School of Engineering offers unique programs such as Bachelor of Science in Agriculture with Education, Bachelor of Information and Communications Technology with Education, and more. In our School of Humanities and Business, you can explore degrees in Development Studies, Human Resource Management, Journalism, and various other fields. Education is about making a real impact. ICU proudly partners with the Zambia Research and Development Center, ZRDC, to offer scholarships and contribute to Zambia's social and economic growth. Our global reach extends far and wide. Collaborations with institutions like Volgograd State Socio-Pedagogical University in Russia and the Academy of Maritime Education and Training in Chennai, India, offer unique opportunities for our students. In a groundbreaking initiative, ICU has joined hands with the Zambia Correctional Service to provide tertiary education to inmates, fostering rehabilitation and brighter futures. At ICU, education goes beyond textbooks. Our vibrant campus hosts numerous associations, sports, and organizations that enrich the student's experience. Our commitment to excellence shines through the remarkable achievement of our alumni who have made significant contributions to society. So, why choose ICU? Because here, you will find more than education. You will discover a community that nurtures your dreams and empowers you to shape the future. Information and Communications University, driving the thrill for the nation in research and innovation.
Did you know that mental health conditions are treatable and recovery is possible? Hi, I'm Ngenia Moyo. I'm your host on Let's Talk Mental Health. I invite you all to this show where you freely express yourself, and together we find a solution. For more details, you can contact 0777 93 73 92, and we'll be there to help you find solutions to whatever you're going through.
Welcome back. We continue with the news. And now in our local stories, Lumezi Parliamentary Aspirant Zelipa Chitsulo has provided support to a 1-month-old infant whose mother passed away shortly after childbirth in Mwanya Chiefdom, Eastern Province. Ms. Chitsulo shares her sorrow over the mother's passing, which occurred 3 weeks ago while she was being transported to Lumezi Mission Hospital for emergency care. With the help of donors, Ms. Chitsulo raised funds to provide essential baby supplies, including formula and clothing, for the infant now under the care of her grandmother. Running on the United Party for National Development (UPND) ticket in the upcoming Lumezi by-election, Ms. Chitsulo emphasized her commitment to rather improving healthcare in the Valley region.
Atuzatawo jomusikana anamalira sidetifika kunja kulumezi shamalira kati sona kama tawo sinsi ninzepo mwana nambira manja amewa kenesi wapempelera but mulungu mwine ndiye azira sona taa nizafika nize kuzeso maliro then mwene tinakambirana pachipafoni natinzeso mlako myuki na zovala.
Meanwhile, the baby's grandmother, Samalia Banda, and father, Akim Mwandila, expressed heartfelt appreciation for the timely assistance.
Pasapoti ya mwana iwapitirize ambuya wasogolere kuti atitandize kuti tisonge mwana bwino ingonga ziko mukaona libuka zimene wachita support ya mwana ziko
hapa katundu imiyamikira chabe kuti mulungu awadalise amene watandiza misino wabululu watu awe inaonga chabe zikomo ambuye mulungu abwezepo amene wachosa.
Kamwala Ward Councillor Mahinda Simata has expressed his relief and gratitude following the arrest of the prime suspect in the tragic rape and murder of Blessing Meleki, a 16-year-old student from Kamlanga Secondary School. The suspect was apprehended by the Zambia Police Service, bringing a measure of justice to a community still reeling from the horrific events of March 6th, 2025. Mr. Simata states that the tears shed and the pain felt by Blessing's parents, family, and the entire nation have not gone in vain, reflecting the community's collective sorrow and determination to seek closure in the wake of this tragedy, as he affirmed that truly God does not sleep. The councillor thanks community members for their cooperation with the police during the relentless pursuit of the suspect. Formal procedures are now underway to present the prime suspect in court as efforts to ensure justice for Blessing Meleki and her grieving family continue. You're still watching Icu TV main news. We take another break, and coming up next is international and sports news. Do stay with us.
Papa, I found someone who feels like he's the one.
I thought the Machelas were searching for peace.
What's the son? Hey, when should I?
Mrs. Majula.
Lillian. You are not wife, of course.
I don't want to ever set my eyes on you.
Is it done?
The deal is done. Signed, sealed, and delivered.
Do you think you'd ever live in the village?
I saw no harm in being friends with him.
I'm 41 and passed on my boss. I'll stay loyal to the boss and do what needs to be done.
This war began many generations ago.
People speculate that maybe Kasama was trying to get revenge for her husband.
Welcome back. We continue with the news. And now in our international news, South Africa has criticized the US as reports emerge, suggesting rather Washington could receive white Afrikaners as refugees as early as next week. A document seen by the BBC's US partner CBS describes the potential resettlement as a priority for President Donald Trump's government. However, the timing has not been publicly confirmed by the White House. In a statement published on Friday, South Africa's Foreign Ministry described the purported move as politically motivated and designed to undermine South Africa's constitutional democracy. And still in our international news, the mayor of New Jersey's largest city has been released following his arrest on Friday after allegedly trying to force his way into a migrant detention facility. Newark Mayor Ras Baraka committed trespass and ignored multiple warnings to leave Delaney Hall, a facility being run by Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, according to acting U.S. Attorney for New Jersey, Alina Harbour. Baraka was accompanied by 3 Democratic members of Congress who were not arrested. They say they were there to conduct oversight to ensure the facility was not violating any building safety ordinances. Baraka told CNN he did not break any laws and was exercising his right and duty as an elected official. We do take another break. Coming up next is sports news, so do stay with us.
At the Information and Communications University, we're not just educating students, we're shaping the future of Zambia and beyond. With a global perspective, ICU offers cutting-edge programs in information technology, business, humanities, engineering, and education. We combine theory with practical skills, ensuring our graduates are ready for the job market.
Whether full-time or distance learning, our flexible programs cater to the needs of every student, creating pathways for success. ICU is driven by innovation, research, and entrepreneurship.
We empower our students to be leaders and change makers in their industries.
Through strategic global partnership, including collaboration with leading universities such as St. Petersburg State University and others, we give our students a competitive edge on the global stage.
Our graduates don't just earn degrees, they create impact. They are leading the way in ICT, business, engineering, and more, both locally and internationally. Join the Information and Communications University, where your future begins today.
Thank you for staying with us. And now in our sports news, President Hichilema made a high-profile appearance at the 2025 ABSA Cup final today, Saturday, drawing cheers from thousands of football fans who gathered at Levi Monawasa Stadium in Ndola. The Republican president, accompanied by ABSA Bank Zambia Managing Director Nzinga Melu, newly elected Football Association of Zambia, FAZ President Keith Mwemba, and Minister of Youth, Sport and Arts Elvis Nkandu took to the pitch ahead of kick-off to officiate pre-match formalities. The final showdown featured six-time champions Zesco United taking on Red Arrows, who have lifted the prestigious cup twice in their history. Zesco United entered the break leading 1-0 thanks to a composed finish from Abraham Siankobo in the 28th minute. The president's presence at the match underscores government's continued support for the growth of local football and sports development in Zambia. The event also highlights strong collaboration between the public and private sectors in promoting sporting excellence through partnerships such as the ABSA Cup. That sports item brings us to the end of the news, but before we go, a quick recap of the stories that made headlines. President Hichilema urges Zambians to promote peace and unity. Immigration Department secures 13 convictions for immigration-related offences. Lumezi Parliamentary Aspirant Zelipa Chitsulo adds 1-month-old Orphan. And in our international news, South Africa criticises U.S. plan to accept white Afrikaners as refugees. And in our sports news, President Hichilema graces ABSA Cup 2025 final in Ndola. Thank you so much for watching. For more news updates, stay glued to our Facebook page, that's Icu TV, and our website, that's icutvzm.com. My name is Mapalo Kasama. Good evening.
Hello and welcome to ICU. It's a brand new academic year of 2025. As a Dean of Students, I'm here to ensure that your experience at ICU is not only academically fulfilling, but also enriching on a personal level. University life is a time of tremendous growth, filled with opportunities to build lifelong friendships, to discover your passions, and to develop skills that will serve you beyond your classroom. Here at ICU, we emphasize community and inclusivity and also support for every student. Remember, my office is here to assist you with any of your concerns. Now, whether related to student affairs, student welfare, extracurricular activities, or personal challenges, Do not hesitate. We are here to reach out and we are here to listen and will help you. Get involved with student organizations, sports, and campus events, and make sure you make the most out of it here at ICU. This is your chance to create memories and experiences, and that they will last a lifetime. Once again, I welcome you to the mighty family of ICU, and I wish you great success, inspiring and joyful academic year. Thank you.
I'm asking for my phone. Yeah, but